Hey guys, I'm G, and this is Tetris Blitz for iOS. So I know what you might be thinking, why am I covering a silly Tetris game? Surely they are all the same. Tetris is Tetris after all. Well, this game has a little twist to it that I think some people aren't going to like. I'm still not certain on it myself. So the idea is, this is quick Tetris. You've got 2 minutes to score as many points as possible. And that in of itself is actually a kind of nifty idea, but here's where I'm going to lose some people. I'm not actually controlling that Tetramino. Instead, it's giving me these 3 silhouettes, and I just tap which silhouette I want it to go in. I know, it's sacrilege. This game's been played the same for decades. Why are they changing it now? But I actually kind of like it in a way. It kind of makes sense when you're trying to aim for this kind of quick-fire way of playing Tetris, but at the same time it does take away a lot of the challenge. But I will say this is by no means the most offensive thing this game has to offer, but you will soon see what that's all about. For now I shall just continue to play as I was. What you can also do is press this cycle button, which will randomly give you a bunch more different places you can put your Tetramino. That's part of this game that I'm not too fond of personally. It kind of leaves it all down to luck, but as you will soon see, it's also more about how much money you're willing to give EA. Oh yes, microtransactions. Microtransactions out the wazoo. And that's where this game really falls apart, but let's just continue playing now. You see, I kind of like this. I kind of just building this up really quickly. It does have an appeal to it. You know, just playing devil's advocate here. Oh, now we're in this sort of frenzy mode. Which means stuff will drop down into that bottom layer and score me big points. Yeah, that's kind of satisfying, see them all slot into place like that. But it's just too random, you know. I couldn't have planned for that. It's just something that's happening. So while it's satisfying at the time, when it comes to actually trying to make it happen on a consistent basis, it becomes slightly irritating. Oh, need a long piece, need a long piece. This is quite good, this bit at the end, the last hurrah, where it'll just drop all the pieces down and get you any extra points you might get. So you can kind of build your game style around getting an amazing last hurrah and getting a huge multiplier or something. But it's all kind of irrelevant, really, the actual playing part of this game. Ignore that, because, ignore that, power-ups. Now, power-ups provide you different random Tetraminos during the game that will change how the game works. So, let's see, this laser thing will destroy a bunch of random free rows, so I'm going to equip that. Magnet, what does Magnet do? Draws all the Minos to the left, okay, I'll equip that. And Quake, what does that do? Shockwave shake all the Tetraminos apart. So, now I've equipped all those power-ups. As you may have noticed, there is a little coin value up here, and you have to pay the coins to use your power-ups in the next round. And can you guess how you get coins? Oh, that's right, you give EA a big wad of money. I love how they've worded this, like 400% free. It's like, that's kind of not what this is, especially since I doubt they ever actually sold it at that price to begin with. You can also pay for upgrades, things that you'd expect to actually be in there, such as being able to see what Tetraminos are next, and, you know, other ridiculous stuff like that. There's little power-ups and finishes you can get. Finishes are kind of like the last hurrah thing, just a power-up that activates right at the end. And it's all very ridiculous. Like, remove ads, I can understand that, that's legit, you know, you've got to make your money somewhere, but basically, all these power-ups do is make it so you can get crazy bigger scores than before. And it's impossible to get those big scores without these power-ups. Now, I've spent pretty much all the money I've earned so far on just equipping these. And I earned that money, well, I didn't earn it at all, you're just giving it at the beginning to give you a nice little taste of what you can get with your money. So, let's see how I do now I have these power-ups. So every now and then it will just randomly give me a Tetramino with that power-up attached to it. See, this is one of them here, and it's the laser. So if I get the laser, it's like, yeah. So no skill involved in that at all. That was pure luck combined with paying real money for something. You'll be happy to know that I have not paid real money for this game. I purely saved up those introductory points just so I could demonstrate how messed up this game is for you guys. And then I will probably never play this game again. Oh, so that's a magnet, so that was very useful. Would not have been able to do that at all without all these power-ups. So you can quickly see, as those are so useful, it would be impossible to get big scores without them. Meaning, the high score table is no longer anything to do with skill or even luck that much. It's how much money are you willing to spend? How much do you want to give EA so you can be the top of that leaderboard? That kind of makes score in general just completely irrelevant. You know, if you want a good example of the so-called pay-to-win sort of paradigm, here it is. You are seeing it in action, folks. This is what it looks like. So every time someone goes, oh, League of Legends is pay to win or something like that, just show them this game and then they will know what it is really like to sell your soul to the devil. See, just racking up those points. And I'm not even planning this, I'm literally just tapping wherever I feel like. There is almost no planning going into this whatsoever. See, will I get a good last hurrah? Oh, it activates all the power-ups, which actually screwed me over there, so that was kind of funny. But yeah, that's yep, I've spent pretty much all my coins. And you do get coins just from playing the game, but it is such a minuscule amount. You would have to play hundreds of times probably to get enough to use all the power-ups I just bought. Although it does seem you get 3 uses of them per purchase, but still, you would have to spend a very, very long time doing that. And that works in some games, you know, some of these free-to-play games, and I think the only reason it does work is because the core game itself is fun, and that allows you to kind of forgive all this microtransaction nonsense. But Tetris Blitz isn't fun, just the microtransactions themselves have undermined what would be fun about it, which is getting that high score, so now it just feels like you're not working towards anything, really. Other than having maybe one kind of true chance at getting a big score. And even then, because it's randomized, it doesn't... You don't feel like you're part of the equation. You feel like it's just a machine randomly generating numbers, and eventually the biggest number will appear, and you can get some level of satisfaction from that, apparently. I feel like EA with this have misunderstood why these free-to-play games are as popular as they are. I mean, if you compare that to, say, Infinity Blade, like some of the things in Infinity Blade you'll never be able to unlock purely just by playing the game, but the core game itself is fun enough that people can think, okay, I'll put some real money into this, I'll you know, make up that balance with my wallet. And here's another way you can get coins, which I think this is maybe the grossest thing of all. It lists out all these deals and kind of objectives you can complete, which I'm assuming various partners paid a considerable sum of money to have them appear on this list. Like, do this survey, you know, apply for this scam, free offers, download this stupid app that is just adware, and just ways to, just horrible things to make people do to get these stupid coins that you should be able to get from just playing the game in some significant amount. But you can't. I think the cheekiest ones are at the top here, where following us on Twitter and like us on Facebook will also get you some coins, although bizarrely not as much as some of these other ones. Let's see, what's this one? Protect your bubble. That one gives you 430,000 coins. So I have to apply for this insurance. I have to buy a policy with this company. Oh god, that's horrible. So you're kind of spending real money either way on that one. I'm pretty sure I clicked the button that says, yeah, that's in the free coins section. It's free as long as you buy an offer with this insurance company. Well, that's nice, isn't it? Well, I think I'm going to call it there. That's been Tetris Blitz. Actually, no. There's one more thing in here that I thought was kind of hilarious. There's a spinner! And of course, every now and then you'll get a spin, and you can buy more free spins if you want another go. So, what will I get? I got 1k coins. That's probably more than I've got from playing this game ever. So, that should give you an impression of how heavily influenced this all is by luck, if you haven't already got that already. Yeah, that has definitely been Tetris Blitz. It's kind of disgusting. I know there's Tetris purists who are going to be more disgusted by the gameplay itself than the whole microtransaction stuff, and, you know, fair enough. As long as we can all agree that this is a horrible, horrible thing, and that everyone should keep as far away from it as possible. Well, there we go then. See you around. Hey, thanks for watching. This is Tetris Blitz. Hopefully you found it as disgusting as I did. But if you're interested in seeing more videos from me, then please check out some of my other shows, as well as like, subscribe, share, and all that other stuff. Also, if you're interested in an iOS puzzler that doesn't make you want to rip your own eyes out, then perhaps I can recommend Puzzle Quest 1 and 2. They're quite old at this point, but they are still some of the best games on the platform, combining the depth of an RPG with just the general satisfaction of match-3 puzzlers like Bejeweled. Also, they are mostly free of horrible, horrible microtransactions, which is always a plus and increasingly becoming a rarity on this platform. Anyway, thanks again for watching. See you around.